Hello everyone, I hope you are all safe and well and you're doing good. Today I wanted to talk about sustainability and within that some of the changes I have been making within my own life. So that's beauty, fashion. Obviously as a makeup artist it's definitely posed its own issues for me and that's something I'm working through, but I'm definitely able to make a big impact on how I shop personally, how I use products, and I wanted to share with you guys today some recommendations and just open up this discussion in general. Like I said, I am no expert and I'm by no means an angel when it comes to this. This is something that I know I need to take a lot more responsibility with and I've enjoyed learning a lot more about it. So I wanted to talk about that more on my channel and I'd like to bring that more into my content in general. So I was recently watching The True Cost on Netflix, really good documentary, recommend watching it if you haven't already. And it just got me kind of looking at my spending habits, looking at how I shop, and it's definitely something that in some areas I feel like I've made progress with and there were some positives, but in other areas I know there's a lot of work that I need to do. And like I said, just want to talk to you more about this with you guys and just kind of share my experience. So the first thing I want to touch on is clothing. Now I know that fast fashion is a very big problem, and I think for me secondhand shopping is something I've always loved and I've always maybe not promoted as much as I should, but I'm such a huge lover of secondhand clothing. For me, I love sites like eBay, The RealReal, Vestiaire, depending on what I'm looking for. So if it's online secondhand shopping, I think RealReal and Vestiaire are really good for kind of designer pieces. Recently managed to snag myself a Celine handbag that I've had my eye on for ages, but there was no way I was going to pay full price for it. So I managed to find that on The RealReal. Very, very pleased with that purchase because I think where I'm at now with my wardrobe is really about building forever pieces and pieces that I love. And I've tried to incorporate that same concept with my makeup. Now, it goes without saying, part of my job is to help you guys make informed decisions about makeup. I appreciate you want the expertise of a makeup artist and how I find product. So I think where my head is at is that when there are a massive request for one particular thing, then that's when I want to do a review on it if it feels in line with something I'm interested in too. But I also feel like you guys have seen me do my capsule makeup challenge before, and if you haven't, I'll link the playlist somewhere here or in the description box, because that was for me the first time I really started looking at less but better. I feel like when it comes to makeup, fashion, lifestyle, it really is about small swaps, small changes, and the concept of less but better. You guys know I'm a big lover of the blazer. The blazer is like my staple piece in my wardrobe. Some of my blazers I think I've probably had over 10 years, but I still wear them. And I definitely recommend the charity shop if you are looking for men's blazers, like kind of quite tailored pieces, especially that kind of oversized blazer look. It's very easy to find that in the menswear section in charity shops. I've definitely had some amazing bargains. I recently picked up a 100% cashmere Giorgio Armani jacket from a charity shop, and I believe I paid $28 for that, which is crazy. Really beautiful quality. I've got blazers with silk lapels, I've got blazers that are pure wool, and they are pieces that I know I'm going to have in my wardrobe forever. So definitely check out the charity shops when you can. So if you put in the term capsule wardrobe into YouTube, you will find a ton of amazing content creators who really go in depth as to what this is and how it works. But I think ultimately it is about creating more kind of core essentials that you can mix and match with other pieces. And the idea really is less but better. So building a wardrobe that's based on less pieces that are of better quality and ultimately going to stand the test of time, which I think helps prevent this idea of fast fashion and, you know, kind of keep bringing in more and more cheap items that end up in landfill. So I think for me, I do focus on those fabrics. And if I am going to buy from the high street, I do try to buy products or from brands that I know are using more sustainable methods or at the least recycled fibers. So I recently picked up this coat from Mango, which I'm obsessed with. It is made with 100% recycled wool. So anything that could be recycled, that's something that gives me more, makes me want to buy it more if I am choosing to buy from the high street. I definitely think when you are buying from the high street, try to avoid buying in the sale unless it's something you've been looking for. I definitely feel like, would you buy it if it wasn't in the sale? That's the question you should ask yourself. And that applies to beauty as well. If something is in the sale or on offer, are you just buying it because it's on offer? And are you going to wear it for a long time? And this is something I've also been working into other areas of both fashion, beauty and lifestyle pieces that I've been trying to purchase, including jewellery. And I'm very excited to say I've collaborated again with Ana Luisa Jewellery for this video, and they are sponsoring this video, so thank you to them. And I'm going to show you some of their gorgeous pieces. And the best thing about their jewellery really is the fact that it's affordable, so it's actually, there's no kind of crazy markups, and it's super high quality. The prices start from $39 ranging to much higher end pieces, so there really is something for everyone. And I want to let you know as well, guys, they are having some Black Friday sales right now, some big sales, so make sure you check out their site and the link in my description box so you can check that out. But what's special about them really is that they offset 100% of their carbon emissions, starting with the sourcing of things like their raw materials all the way to the disposal of their pieces, meaning that they are giving back for everything they take. So it's a fair trade with Mother Nature, and another company that is just really promoting being carbon neutral, and very, very happy to be supporting them. So one of my favourite things as well about the Ana Luisa necklaces, you guys will have seen I'm wearing the rock small earrings here, but the best thing I love about the necklaces as well is that, for example, this is a set, but they're actually two separate necklaces. So I love that I can actually layer them. If I've got any other necklaces, there's a couple pairs I have that are sets, I can kind of layer 3 at a time or 5 at a time. It's actually really functional, and it gives me a lot of ways to style it. I feel like they're really easy to layer and also kind of mix and match pieces. And again, their pieces are very long lasting, which again comes back to this idea of actually less but better, and focusing on having more quality in your wardrobe or in your styling pieces and jewelry, and getting more enjoyment from them. I know for me recently, what I've loved doing is like shopping my stash and actually really making an effort to kind of shop my edit. So looking at the pieces, and I'm really considering what is more timeless. So even when I choose necklaces or I choose jewelry, I try and think, will I love this in 10 years time? Will I love this in 20 years time? Can I pass it down to a family member? So again, you are getting the most out of your pieces. So I think personally and professionally, I definitely feel like my focus has been on less but better the past few years, and I definitely feel the pressure as someone who is a content creator to deliver reviews when I'm being asked for them. And I think my take on it is, when there are lots of people asking for one particular thing and people really want my opinion on it, I will try to cater to that if I feel it's something I'm equally passionate about. But I do want to focus on this idea of less but better, and that doesn't just mean high-end product. It just means being really considered in your choices. I think it means using things up, hitting pan. How many of us are guilty of having a trillion eyeshadow palettes and never hitting pan? So actually using things up, and again coming back to this idea of shopping your stash. I do it with my clothes, I do it with my makeup, and recently I've actually gone back to using an old-fashioned makeup bag, just one makeup bag, and kind of condensing what I like to think of as like my core essentials, so the products that I know I'll reach for all the time, even if I do switch them up maybe once a month, but the same foundation, the same concealer, and actually using them up, and then adding in different products as and when the mood strikes. So when I want to play with glitter or a shimmer. And I do appreciate that makeup definitely falls into that kind of hobby category. It's easier to justify buying a $10 lipstick than it is a handbag every month. However, I think it's up to all of us to be a little bit mindful of what we are using and what is kind of being left in a drawer, and maybe we have 7 of the same shade, myself included. Like I said, I totally hold my hands up that I'm guilty of this, but being conscious of it is the first part. And for me, I'm starting to think about how that can take effect as well in my makeup career and my kit especially. So I actually take more stock, more inventory of things actually getting used up, while making sure my kit is inclusive and diverse. So let's talk a couple of products that I think are doing something right in the nudge towards sustainability, some more than others, but these are a few products when I was looking through my own stash that, whether it is the manufacturing process, whether it is the ingredients they're using or the packaging, are definitely trying to put a foot in the right direction. So the first one I would say, and I've definitely found this easier with skincare than I have with makeup, the first one I'd say is, rather than using lots of cotton wool, and this again goes for personal makeup, not my kit, is using something like a face mitt, a face washcloth, a muslin cloth, or something like the face halos, which I know these have had a lot of funny memes around them from people pretending to take the makeup off and not actually doing it. They do actually work really, really well. The only thing I can't get off is waterproof mascara, but everything else I can get off. And they are really, really effective, and you can just use them with water, or sometimes I use it with my facial wash if I am trying to get waterproof mascara off, but they're great, and then I just wash them when they're all ready. Another brand that I think does sustainability really well, especially when it comes to ingredients, is Biossance. Biossance. Biossance, oh, their skincare is so good, guys. Me and Lindsay did a pod episode on Biossance, and I will try and link that up for you if you want to hear more about the brand in general. But my two hero products that I love are the squalene and lactic acid resurfacing night serum. So good. So good. I love anything with lactic acid in, and this for me was a nice alternative from always using my Sunday Riley one. When that finished, this was when I started this. This is now empty, but I've loved it. Same with this one. This is completely empty. This is the squalene and vitamin C rose oil, which is just, I think a little bit's just leaked out into my hand. So beautiful. I feel like those two are really nice, like good skin day combo. Both of those I was generally using at night, but loved them. So I wanted to make sure as well that I talked to you guys about some affordable options, and one brand that is doing some really cool things is Ver. So their Guards Up Daily Mineral Sunscreen with SPF 35 is a really good product, really nice. And this is actually made with 79% post-consumer recycled plastic. So they are definitely making a lot of progress with their packaging, and their products are really affordable actually. I feel like they're kind of like high-end drugstore pricing, but really perform and deliver. So we have Weleda as well, which also is a great affordable one. I believe they use a certain percent of their ingredients are organically farmed and practice some sustainable practices, which we love. And again, these I feel like are kit heroes. If you're a makeup artist, these are an absolute must. The Light Nourishing Cream is my favourite in my pro kit. You can see how little is left of this, the Skin Food, the general one, the regular one. But they are such good products, affordable, a great dewy skincare staple, and a really good makeup artist staple. So a brand that I found a little bit more recently, which is called African Botanics. This has become a new favourite in my skincare, in particularly the Retinol Night Cream. So that's this one, which is amazing. And then the Pure Marula oil, I think that's how it's called. I love the packaging. I feel like the packaging is really chic. Again, they use a lot of glass pots. This one is amazing as well. This is the Intense Skin Repair Balm, which is literally like an oil melt balm, which if you want dewy skin, dewy glowy skin, this looks amazing in a makeup artist kit, but it's also really good for really rich moisturization. And then we have Tata Harper, which is quite easy to get hold of in places like Sephora. This is their resurfacing mask. Yeah, for instant glows, this is a pro kit favorite, especially when I have clients who are really passionate about things like clean beauty. And they're a brand, again, that uses mostly glass packaging, so it's easily recyclable. And they use soy ink for the labeling, which apparently is much better in terms of sustainability. So they get some brownie points there. So one brand that I think really considers sustainability while still feeling like you get that touch of luxury and beauty being a real experience is Kjaer Weis. So I have their cream blushes here, which are just in, can you see that tin? It's a bit dirty because I've got my fingerprints on it, but it is so chic. So these cream blushes I have used, I think they're just so good because basically when you hit pan, you can then just go back and buy the refill. And pretty much I would think 90%, like maybe 80% of their makeup is created this way. So the mascara, you can buy refills, the lipsticks, you can buy refills, and it makes it very easy to refill without having to buy more packaging. And obviously the packaging is incredibly exquisite. It's really high quality. It's a beautiful metal finish. So it almost feels like you're giving someone a piece of jewelry for Christmas. It's so nice. Then another beauty brand that you may have seen me use on stories before, I have a lipstick by them in the shade Noble. I couldn't find that one today. I think it's in my pro kit, but this is the shade Devotion. It's Axiology. Now Axiology use 100% recyclable packaging. So the products, I feel like this is one of their lipsticks. I think it's got a little bit squished in my makeup bag, but it's such a pretty sheer lipstick. This is considered clean beauty as well, so that also will appeal to a lot of people. Again, the packaging is very chic, very minimal, but it is 100% recyclable. So love that they're making a real effort and prioritizing that with also making beautiful cosmetics. So I hope that was helpful. I really enjoyed making this video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed it. I would love to know your sustainable recommendations, and hopefully we can just have a conversation in the comments below. I feel like this is such an important topic. There are so many good documentaries as well I recommend watching. I'll leave some of those in the description box. But it is an important topic, and it's something that we all have to take responsibility for. And I know for me, I really want to learn more about it. I want to be better educated about it. And this feels like a good place to start. So I hope you guys would be interested in joining me with that journey as well. And please subscribe, especially if you would like to get more kind of content around this subject matter, because I've really enjoyed talking about it. And I'll see you soon for videos. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.